the side of the basin. You don't have to, it's just easier when you're going to carry it out. You're going to dry her face. Okay, now take the same towel and you're going to put it up under her arm. Okay. I'm going to take a different washcloth. You could use that same one, but again, I say this just kind of helps my just to remember, wash, rinse, and dry. Here's your washcloth, here's your mitt. Put soap on the mitt. You want to wash from the fingertips up. So we actually have to wash our hands. We have to wash in between the fingers. And then you want to make your strokes go up this way, up her arm. And the last part you want to wash is the underarm, because that's the dirtiest part. Okay? I've washed that. I'm going to put that right there on the side. I'm going to rinse it. Remember, anytime you use water, you've got to wash, rinse, and dry. You have to feel it, and the client has to feel the water. Okay? We're going to rinse her hand good now, in between the fingers. Make our strokes, and her underarm is last. Here we're going to dry that with a towel. We're going to dry her hand in between her fingers, all the way up her arm, up under her axilla. Okay. Now we're going to put her clean gown on. Even with our gloves on, this is what we're going to do. Put the gown on top of the sheet, and you don't have to tie it or anything for state testing. Just make sure you're keeping her covered up. Okay. Now I'm going to gather all my dirty supplies that I have. You can make as many trips as you want to. It does not matter. But if you can do it in one motion and gather it over there, it's good because it saves you time. You don't have to do it this way. Alright, we'll put everything in the dirty area. The gowns, everything goes in the hamper. Don't hold it up against you like I just did there, because that's not proper. You're not supposed to hold it up against your clothing. Alright, everything goes in the hamper. Remember, with all water, the commode, rinse it, the commode, and dry it. Don't ever, ever, ever put any water in the sink. If you do, accidentally, you can say, I shouldn't have done that, and she won't count it against you. Gloves off the proper way. I've washed my hands. Come back in here, open her curtain up. Oh, don't hit her in the face with the call button. I apologize. There's your call button, Amber. I come out of the room and say, I've washed my hands. Okay, that's a bit bad. We'll see how this turns out here. Okay. Range of motion. Range of motion on the leg and on the arm are two separate skills. So we're going to do one, and we're going to come back and do the other one. And I think your examiner will probably move some of this stuff out of the way for you, where you don't have to do all this. I'm assuming. Remember, I can't be in here, so I really don't know what she's going to do. Okay, I'm entering the room. I've washed my hands. I pulled my curtain all the way down there. Amber, we're going to do range of motion on your arm today. You have to support the joints, and the arm has to go up by the ear 3 times. Each time you change a movement, you have to ask them, does it hurt? So we're supporting her elbow and her wrist. 1, does it hurt? 2, you have to do slow motions like this. 3, range of motion. And we're going out to the side. 1, does it hurt? 2, 3. That's range of motion on the arm and the shoulder. Amber, here's your call button. Push my curtain back. I say I've washed my hands. Okay? Now we're going to do range of motion on her leg and her knee and her ankle. Remember, 2 separate skills are not together. I wash my hands, enter the room, provide privacy. Explain procedure. We're going to do, Amber, we're going to do range of motion on your knee and your ankle. Remember, you don't have to introduce yourself again, but always call the client by her name. Again, supporting the joints, the knee and the ankle. 1. Does it hurt?
No.
2, 3. Now we're going to do your ankle. You've got to put it up and down. 1. Does it hurt?
No.
2, 3. Up and down 3 times. Okay, Amber, here's your call button. Push the curtain back and say, I've washed my hands. That's range of motion. Remember, I also want to mention that if you or the client tries to help each other at all, the test is stopped, and both of y'all can finish the exams. That means you failed the exam. So don't try to help your client or your candidate at all. All right, let's see. Position on the side. I don't know if the examiner, sometimes I leave these 3 pillows out, and sometimes she'll leave them out. I don't know if she'll leave them out or not, but you're going to have 3 pillows to do this. So what I'm going to do is this is called positioning on the side. Again, there's more than one way you can do this, but this is a way that I'm just going to show you how to do it the easy way. I've washed my hands, provide privacy. Amber, we're going to turn you on your side today. So I'm going to lift the side rail up, and I'm going to assist you to turn on your side, please. So turn over here. All you got to do is just say assist. I'm going to get my pillows. I'll be right back. Or if you want to bring the pillows in, you can bring the pillows in and put them on the overbed table. They're considered to be clean. Or you could either put them at the foot of the bed. All right, I'm going to uncover her so y'all can see what I'm doing. Alright, so we're going to put 1 pillow to her back, 1 pillow between her knee and ankle lengthwise. This is very important. Make sure the knee and the ankle are separated. 1 here for her to put her arm on lengthwise. Then you always want to say, Amber, I'm going to make sure that you're not laying on your shoulder, and I'm going to check your pillow. Is that comfortable?
Okay.
Alright, there's your call button. Pull the curtain back and say, I've washed my hands. Very important on this one. Do not forget to separate the knee, both knees, and both ankles there. Okay. Again, that's positioning on the side. Okay. Okay, we're going to do catheter. I'll do that last. Let's do foot care on Amber. We're going to do foot care on her next. Okay, so her side rail will be already down because the examiner will leave that up for you. Okay. I've washed my hands. I am the room. I provide privacy. Amber, we're going to do foot care on you, and I'm going to give her my supplies. I'll be right back. I want to make sure your bed's locked, even though she's not getting up on you. That always hurt to do that. You can do that. For foot care, you're going to need a blue barrier, a wash basin. Your soap will be back over here. The examiner will put it back over here. Soap, and you need lotion for the foot, and you need your gloves, and you need a towel and 2 washcloths. Again, the green and white book does not say how many washcloths or towels you're going to get. I got to get 1 more towel because I'm going to be, no, I'm sorry. Again, y'all, this is just practice here. I'm not going to put my,
You don't need a towel?
no, I got a towel, yeah.
She doesn't need a bear for the table.
Yeah, for the table is what I'm trying to think, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to put the barrier down on the floor with a blue pad. I'm just going to lay my supplies right down there next to it. My gloves, my towel, washcloth, and lotion. Okay, Amber, I'm going to assist you to sit on the side of the bed with your feet flat on the floor. But don't put your shoes on this time because we're going to do foot care on 1 foot. So I'm going to gather my water. Again, tepid water. Again, remember, we've got to feel, the client has to feel. The water feels good to me. You see if it feels good to you. Alright. If you'll put your foot in there for me, please. All right, just one foot's all we got to do. I'm going to say I've washed my hands again because remember I'm putting gloves on. Wash my hands. Put my gloves on. The bold in here is you have to wash the foot out of the water. You cannot leave the foot in the water to wash it. Okay, you can get on your knees or whatever you like to do. I'm not able to get on my knees. But if you can't, you